Welcome back, and we've been having what you might call the man in the eye of the storm presently in our desperate polity like this, talking about the rescued women and children. We have the Director General of the National Emergency Management Agency, Sani, Sidi, with us on this episode of Question Time. From your interaction, from your investigation with these rescued women and children, are they really captives from Boko Haram?
What is important to us as an agency is the welfare, the well-being, and the security of these women and children. And that is, as an agency, that is what we've been focusing on. When we received them, you recall we received them in the middle of the night, and my staff have been waiting for them for like 2 days to receive them. But because of the long distance and other logistics of transporting them from Sambisa Forest, where they were rescued, to our camp in Yola, it took like 2 days to arrive in our camp. And when they came very weak, looking very sick. Out of the 275, about 158 came very, very sick. So we had to do an assessment, profile them, get some medical doctors to profile them, do an assessment, assess them, and then some that have serious ailments were transferred to the Federal Medical Center in Yola, and those that can be taken care in the car within the coping capacity of the doctors and nurses that we have were kept in our clinic in the camp.
Tell us the nature of these ailments.
Yeah, most of them came with basically, especially the children, eye diseases, malaria, fatigue. They came looking very hungry, tired, and traumatized. You can imagine, people living under that kind of horrible condition. So they are naturally traumatized. Therefore, we have to immediately organize for trauma counseling, psychosocial support, and other requirements like the feeding, clothing, and even the personal hygiene. At a point we have to even bring some tailors to sew some clothes for them so that they could even change what they are wearing.
Now, some are wondering that why is this rescue coming in at the tail end of this administration? Is this a make-believe? Are there real rescued victims, captives of Boko Haram? And if so, why is it that none of them is connected to the missing Chibok school girls? So now, have you been able to carry out a preliminary assessment to ascertain the true identity of these rescued women and children?
Yes, as for the political linkage to this, I am not sure if I'm the right person to answer this question. My responsibility is limited to taking care of these women and children that have been delivered in my camps.
Now, isn't this assessment, right, isn't it important for you to carry out this independent assessment to ascertain that these are not impostors, and also to also know the angle in which you can come in from terms of bringing these people, reintegrating them back to normal life?
Well, I think we have carried an assessment of these women and children. Don't forget that before they were even delivered to us in our camps, the military have done profiling of these women and children to ensure that they are not security risks, and they are truly innocent people that were captured by their captives and then were rescued by the security agencies. So a lot of profiling has been done by the military. So what is left for us is to identify where are these people coming from, which state are they from, which local government are they from, which community do they belong to. And that we have done. And then to assess them medically to see who has what element. And that has also been done. And we will continue to monitor their health condition to ensure that especially the children, and some of them that have sustained various degrees of injuries. Some of them have sustained gunshots, bomb blasts, so they came with various degrees of injuries, and they have been referred to the Federal Medical Center, and they are receiving care and treatment in Yola Federal Medical Center. And like I said, some of them that have minor ailments are also receiving attention.
Now, when you talk about profiling of the military, what goes into this profiling and why, and have you been able to carry out your own independent assessments, at least to be sure that they are not imposters and to also know the angle you'll be intervening for, because the NEMA is also an intervention agency?
Yes, our assessment is limited to their condition, because we are not security agency, don't forget, Benga. The security agencies have done their job by profiling them, by ensuring that there are no security risks. They could live in our camp like any other IDPs, but they are special to us because they are different from the normal IDPs that we have residents in our camps, because these are people who were under captivity for a very long time. So they are traumatized, so they need trauma counseling, they need psychosocial support, they need to be assessed properly to ensure that they are being rehabilitated back to normal life and to society.
We'll be taking another break now, and when we come back, we'll be looking at how good enough is the IDP camps for rehabilitation and bringing back these rescued captives back to normal life, reintegrating them back to normal life. Join us again.